But I see this man hustle and work and grind, and he's like, and now to see what he's doing, I see his line, I see his clothing, I see the quality that he's invested in his own brand, and he's here today and he's wearing his own brand today. Jeez! Can I see it? Can you just stand up and let me see it? Let me see. This guy here. So, gonna bring to the front this afternoon of Milktray Motivation Live, the one that only Mr. Patrick Kevin. Swag up, swag up.
Hello everybody, the mic on. First of all, I'd like to say thank you to Milktray.
Thank you for coming, my brother. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me.
Cool, man.
Gentlemen, ladies, young men and young ladies, yes, I say that. First of all, I'll introduce myself, the background before Patrick Kevin, so you know where I'm coming from. My name is PK, that's what everybody calls me by. My name is PK, that's where the Patrick Kevin comes from. Patrick Kevin PK, obviously. My journey started from, I'm going to go back to when Milktray said about the CV. My first thing was working at McDonald's. I was 14 years old, too young to work at McDonald's, so we faked the national insurance number. That's where it started from. So I needed money. You know, I was doing what's it called? When you do the delivery, the post. I was a paperboy at first. Started from there. So I'm going way back. The hustle started when I was like 11. Yeah, before Patrick Kevin. So the journey started from paperboy to 14 years old, wanting to get my own money. Not wanting mum to give me £12 for a £30 pair of jeans. So had to get my own money. Had to get out and work. 14, too young to work at McDonald's, but was willing to clean the toilets. So we faked national insurance numbers and we got the job. I started in Streatham McDonald's. Eventually got sacked because they found out that I was too young. So anyway, from there went on to college, studied electronics. I wanted to make robots. I watched, there was a robot film, I can't remember what it was, and it was just this American thing where the robots used to walk around the house and serve you food, and I thought I could do that. I thought I could make robots, because that's what I did, that type of lifestyle. To find out that was impossible. So the next best thing was to become a computer engineer. So I studied to become a computer engineer, did my Sitting Girls, did my BTEC National. Some of you youngsters probably don't know about Sitting Girls and BTEC, but I've done that. My first job was YTS. Again, another hustle. So some of the older generation will know about YTS. I mean, that's basically working for nothing. Yeah, but to me, it was more the experience. The experience, not the quick money, because my first job was travelling from Brixton to Watford. Brixton to Watford. Did you get that? Okay. Brixton to Watford. Okay. Alright, cool. Yeah, Brixton to Watford on £16 a week. I'll tell you the journey, because me and my friend, we got the job, YTS, £16 a week. The travel was like £14 a week. We had to survive on that. We had to eat lunch on that, and we weren't getting paid from it was Olivetti Systems and Networks Computer Service. That's where I worked for, in Watford. We had to jump on the train. This is again where the hustle came from. I wasn't driving. We had to jump on the train. Me and my friend would sit back to back. The reason why we sat back to back is so we can see where the inspector comes. The inspector would obviously kick us off, and that journey was a good hour and a half from Brookston, changing to Victoria, then to Watford. Overground, sitting back to back. Anyway, when the inspector came, we used to go into the toilets. Hide into the toilets until the inspector left and then come back out again. We did that for a year. Yeah, a year, just to get the experience to work in computers. So that's where the hustle came from. So anyway, just letting you know, it wasn't riches overnight. It was basically a big, big struggle first. After that, the year we done, they took us on for a year. Didn't really pay us anymore in that whole year. They liked us so much, they kept us on for another year, for £20 a week. Yeah. This is all YTS. So after 2 years, we realised that we were getting gimmeled. So we started falling around for interviews and jobs and started to come to work and just do our CV. So we done our CVs and then we got a proper training job and I started on like £8.5 grand a year, something like that. So anyway, that's where the struggle came from. After that, I was in IT for 12 years. I don't look young, but I was in IT for 12 years, working. Wages obviously went up. Working, I was happy, still living at home in mummy's house. Didn't smoke, didn't drink. All my money went on nice clothes, nice car. That's all I basically did. So I became sort of like kind of like a role model in my area for like driving nice cars. But obviously working hard for it. My passion for fashion was obviously, I used to spend my money on clothes. So it sort of, the Patrick Heaven thing fell into place. It was more like, I'm wearing something. I used to love wearing tracksuits. Tracksuits were my thing. I still wear tracksuits up to today. Tracksuits, I used to go to America and buy Sean John. If you know about Sean John, that's P. Diddy, Puff Daddy. He started his label before Rockaway. And there was a niche in the market. Yeah, there was a niche in the market and there was no tracksuits like I used to like wearing in London. So I used to go to America and buy Sean John. Sean John tracksuits, if you all know about tracksuits in America, they are baggy. They used to wear baggy, like oversized tracksuits. Even if you go and get a size small is like a double XL.
Hey Patrick, they made me look buff, back in the day.
So I used to buy Sean John tracksuits and bring it back to London and get my my dry cleaner to alter it, make it into that UK fit, that slim, like UK fit, how we wear tracksuits in UK. Because like I said, there was no tracksuits, there was no tracksuits that was belonging to black, the black industry. Like there was Puma's German, there was Nike's American, there was Adidas is German, there was Reebok's like back and forth, America and London. So the only tracksuit I wanted to support, which is a black label, was Sean John. Like I said, this is before Rockaway, before Lady Legacey, Fubu, all that stuff. So used to get my tracksuits, wear it, get it altered to slim fit, UK fit, and then people used to say to me, wow, where'd you get that tracksuit from? I used to say to them, yeah, from America. And they're like, no, that tracksuit's slim. The American tracksuits are baggy. So where'd you get the tracksuit from? So then I said, okay, well, I altered it myself. The response I got from that, I thought to myself, I'm giving Sean John too much props here. Because I'm altering these tracksuits and I'm getting everybody left, right and centre. I'm walking down the road and people saying to me, where'd you get the tracksuit from? So I thought to myself, instead of me keep going to America, what about if I buy some velour myself? Because that was the tracksuit I was wearing, the velour tracksuit. If I buy some, source the fabric and bring it to my dry cleaner and tell them to copy the design that I've made. Not that Sean John's made, that I've made. First tracksuit I made for myself was a blue tracksuit, exact same type of style as Sean John, but it was in my fit. Walked down the street, got the same response. Where'd you get the tracksuit from? where did you get a tracksuit from? At this time, there was no name on the tracksuit. It was just a blank tracksuit, blue velour tracksuit, but the exact same response as wearing a Sean John tracksuit. So that had me thinking, if I sign my name on it, would I get my same response? So I sat down and I thought, should I put my name? My name's PK, Patrick Kevin, Kevin's my middle name. Should I put down Patrick Kevin? But then again, in the area, people might want to hate, might want to wear my tracksuit, put my name on it. So how can I do this? So basically, I put PK on the tracksuit, but the PK was in a graffiti way, so people that knew my name wouldn't know it's actually said PK. So I'd have all the haters buying it, but not knowing it's me. So I was thinking forward. So I thought, okay, I'll try it out and see what happens. So spent a lot of time with one of my friends that did graffiti to come out with the letter P and letter K in a graffiti way. We came up with about 100 different designs. We finally chose one, which I still got today, and I put it on the tracksuit. It wasn't embroidered on the tracksuit, it was done with a pencil glue. So on every tracksuit I got, which was my first tracksuit, I lay it on the floor and I had to have a steady hand and write it exactly the same way the guy done graffiti, on the top and on the bottom. That was the first tracksuit I had, and I wore it. It's got the exact same response. Where did you get that tracksuit from? Where did you get that tracksuit from? So I thought, okay, let me wear it to an event. That first event that I wore it to, my friend, I didn't know, my friend Michael, was going out with a lady called Sabrina from Mystique. Now, she said to me, that tracksuit is nice. Do you do a ladies' tracksuit? I said, no, because this time it was on the tracksuit for me. So I said, okay, you want a ladies' tracksuit? I can probably get you one. This time I'm gassing because I'm thinking, I'm not going to do a woman's tracksuit now. I've got a pattern for a man's tracksuit, which I copied from Sean John, but it's being altered. So I'm not even in this fashion thing, I'm just wearing it for myself. Now, Sabrina was obviously in a group with Sue Elise and Alicia Dixon. Alicia Dixon was going out with Harvey from Soul Solid Crew. So one day my friend introduced me to Alicia Dixon and she was with Harvey. Harvey saw my tracksuit and he's like, bruv, where'd you get that tracksuit from? Like, that tracksuit's hard. So I said to him, it's a Patrick Kevin tracksuit. I'm gassing now, remember we've got PK on there. I didn't want to say PK tracksuit, it sounded a bit corny. So I said, it's Patrick Kevin. He's like, Patrick Kevin, what, we're from where? I said, from the UK. So he's like, I've gassed it. So he's thinking, okay, what, can I get one? And I'm saying to him, yeah, what size are you? I mean, I can probably get you one, you know. So we started first of all, he's like, yeah, can I get one? I got him one, got one made. So what colours you want? I had to go back to my first place where I only bought one piece of velour for myself, and then I asked them if they have another colour in the velour. They said yes, they had it. I said, okay, can you send me 3 meters or 4 meters? I don't know how it works, but remember, I never studied fashion. I'm an IT engineer, you know what I mean? So I'm still at work at this time. So anyway, got the tracksuit done, and I said, I can't glue this tracksuit. This is Soul Solid Crew. I mean, I can't glue my name on here, so I had to find a factory that did embroidery. So I said, it's got to look like Sean John. It's got to look on par. So I knocked every single door to get one tracksuit embroidered. In those days, 2001, there was no embroidery machines that would do one tracksuit. There were industry machines that did 500 to 1,000 to 5,000, not one tracksuit for a little black boy. Anyway, I found one lady after knocking on about 20 doors, 30 doors, 40 doors. She said, yeah, she'll do it, but as long as I get bulk. So I've gasped her and said, I've got hundreds of orders. I've got people like Soul Solid Crew wearing my tracksuits. And she was like, Soul Solid Crew? Yes. I think the ones on mobile awards. I was like, yeah. So I had to gas my way into getting one tracksuit embroidered. The first tracksuit, Harvey got it. He really, really, really liked it. Romeo saw it. The Mega Man saw it. And then from there, they wrote on stage at the Mobile Awards. From there, I still haven't got Sabrina her tracksuit. I was just doing men's tracksuits. From the men's tracksuits, went to like 3 tracksuits making. I was making the tracksuits for something like £75. Buying the material, going to my dry cleaner, then my dry cleaner making it, and then bringing it to the embroiderers. I was selling it for £80. I was making £5. By the time I ran around here, ran there, paid for this, paid for that, I was losing out. But just to see people wearing the Patrick Kevin tracksuit that I made from nowhere, remember I'm still an IT engineer at this time. It was crazy. The spread of the love went from me getting 2 phone calls at work during my lunch break to 10, 15 phone calls, people saying, I want to get that tracksuit I saw Harvey wearing, I want to get that tracksuit I saw Mega Man wearing. So every minute I was at work on my phone. There was no internet at the time. There was no Instagram. I think maybe there was High Five. You don't know what High Five? MySpace? Snapchat? Yeah. So I used to go to the parties, the High Five parties.